Thanks for the warning. This is AC Guy and Sanguis3k. We're doing an Orcs Must Die 2 Let's Play. Was a blind run originally, and it still mostly is. But we had some serious technical difficulties. We couldn't hear ourselves talk, and we love the sound of our own voices, so that was a major issue for us. And also, we had issues with, I think we lost the entire second level somehow.
Yeah.
So we basically made new characters. We're starting over, and we really didn't get that far into the game anyway. So
we're going to
I guess
start
we're
again.
ready to go, starting from the very first level.
Yep.
Here we go.
And here we are.
Let's just go ahead and cut that little last bit out of there.
Yeah. Bit too long of us being stupid.
Yeah. I like the cutscenes in this game.
Yeah, the cutscenes are cool. I have to admit, I still do just love the War Mage. He's so stupidly amusing. Oh, helps if I press space here.
Was this how it would end? Trapped. Surrounded. My power lost.
I like how that one ogre totally has a rape
so
face.
Much more. They were coming for me. Once I was their queen. Now they would be my doom. Then, out of nowhere, new rift? It was different. Fragile. I felt a trickle of power returning. Barely there.
Power.
Not enough to mind control even a single orc. Still, the rift
really
offered an
tiny,
escape.
It's not like orcs are very strong.
As soon as I stepped through, I saw him.
No, they're not.
Standing right in front of me with that
this expression,
ridiculous grin
just
plastered across his face.
This is everything you need to know
I
about the
only
character
had one
right
thing
here.
to say. Run!
Wait, what? Run? Run from what? What's going on? Why is there a rift?
Why is there something to run from?
Did you open it?
Nah, I'm more of a closer. Hey, aren't you that crazy lady that tried to kill me?
The orcs are right behind me.
Nice. Now you're talking my talkie language.
Just quick change of the sound.
Our
here.
protagonist, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else do I want to get?
Just sticking with the sound here quickly because I want to actually be able to hear what they're saying in game, but I don't want, oh my god, the noise over everything. So yes, our protagonist is definitely not the epitome of
That's gonna leave a
human
mark.
achievement.
I don't know, he seems to be doing okay for himself. I mean, other than the fact that apparently he got banished to a mine for saving the world at the end of the last game.
Yeah, well, I mean, did we really expect anything else though?
Yeah, you got a point. Okay, I'm ready when you are.
Okay, well, let's get going. Now, quick little run through. I'm playing the sorceress, who gets to be a bit more tricky than the war mage. The war mage is pretty stupid.
I am playing an idiot, basically, if we're totally honest here. But I'm an idiot with a shotgun. Hopefully that'll make up for it.
He is also a gleeful idiot, which is always fun. Now, you'll probably see the little minecart come flying by in a second. That can jib the orcs, and most of the time we'll be saying that's our MVP, because quite honestly it is. The minecart
Yeah,
is the
based off of how this level went the last time around, I think 80% of the orc kills were done by this minecart.
Yeah.
We seem to be doing moderately better this time, though.
Yeah. It's there's no I am Death Destroyer of Worlds. It is I am Minecart
So brilliant.
Destroyer of Orcs.
Beautiful.
Which is kind of disappointing, because I think it, like, leaves from the game after, like, the second... Is he just standing there? There's a dude just standing here.
Oh.
There we go.
I wondered what was taking so long. I'm like, oh hey, orcs.
Yeah.
Come out and play.
Now, little description.
I like how we have a giant wall of arrows where the orcs will never get to because we kill them all right
a
here.
little description of the traps we're using. The War Mage gets arrow walls, which are really good fun. I'll let a couple of orcs get there, hopefully. You see arrows go flying out and orcs get turned into pincushions. That's always good fun.
Always fun, yeah.
The yeah, the sorceress can actually mind control these guys
At this
if
rate, they'll
any of
run
them
out of
ever
orbs.
survive long enough.
The War Mage does. I'm pretty sure the Blunderbuss is a unique weapon for the War Mage, and despite how much I hated it the first time around, I'm actually getting used to using it. It's fantastic because you can shoot a grenade out of it, and they just go flying everywhere.
Yeah.
It's basically like bowling. Also, rocket launchers. That alone is worth buying the expansion for.
Bow
There's
before
not much worth buying the expansion for, apart from rocket launchers. Yeah, these spike walls are actually some of my favourite traps. They are just brutal and
proof of my
hilarious,
superiority.
and I
Ready, aim,
run out of
fire.
words to describe how much I love these things. And acid sprays, which are
Time
the
to
sorceress's
dance.
version of the arrow walls. They do pretty much the same thing, apart from they squirt
Does the
orcs.
Sorceress really not get the arrow wall?
Yeah, she doesn't. She gets acid sprayers.
Oh, wow. I'm glad I'm playing a War Mage then, because the arrow wall is easily my favorite trap in the first game.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Although, as we both agree, paladins are the utter most awesome thing ever.
Paladins are the single best thing in the game, especially now that I have a trinket that lets me instantly revive downed guardians.
I'm actually surprised. We're doing so much better that the minecart isn't our MVP.
I think the minecart will always be the MVP in our hearts.
You know, I sort of miss some of the lines from the orcs though. It seems like they don't say some of them anymore. Like I remember in the first one they used to say things like "Don't crossbow me, bro."
That's actually really disappointing. You got a good point there. I didn't notice that, but they aren't really chatty in this game,
Yeah.
like at all.
I mean, in the first one they used to never shut up, and as annoying as it got, it was quite enjoyable, I suppose.
This will be good.
It gave you a really good reason to make them die.
Yes!
Shut up, you stupid green bastard.
That was pretty much the entirety of it. If you didn't want to kill them just because it's orcs and you're playing a game called Orcs Must Die, you killed them because, oh my god, they
begins.
never shut up.
I like Orcs Must Die as a title. I mean, it might lack a little bit of pizzazz, but there's no doubt about like what you're doing. There's no moral quandary. There's orcs, go kill them.
Yeah, there's
What do you mean plot? What do you need a plot for? Here's a shotgun.
no complex
There's your
moral
plot.
discussion. There's no big, overwhelming problems that the characters have to come to grips with. There are orcs. They must die.
I mean, I guess you could say that like the orcs are like some kind of a metaphorical thing in a way, like about man's struggle with like inner bestial nature or something. If you wanted to be a pretentious asshat, but
Neither of us really like that. I mean,
no, I'll be totally honest. I'm called an intellectual a lot of times, but sometimes you just can't help but have some shooty fun. Like this. Watch this. I just knocked off like 4 guys off the cliff with a grenade.
which is always a lot of fun. We should actually let them run the gauntlet a bit more because I'm really just enjoying watching
Yeah,
these
let's
arrows
just
taken
stand
out of
over
it.
here. Yeah. Grenades! Yay!
I quite Kaboom. I really like the domination spell that the sorceress gets. It's basically ties into the fact that she was the bad guy who was controlling the orcs in the first game. So she takes them over.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, in case, you know, all 3 of you who don't know.
4 skulls! What do we have to do to get 5 skulls in this game?
It took too long. We were 33 seconds too slow.
The sad part is that might actually be the reason.
I went and checked the thing. That was the reason.
Wait, really? We didn't kill them fast enough. Is there no pleasing you, game?
No, the game is a the game is a hard taskmaster.
The game's a dickhead. Let's just call a spade
Yeah,
here,
that's
man.
very true. Playing around in the spellbook.
I think I'm gonna upgrade my shotgun.
Probably won't actually be showing this playing around in the spellbook because this really does get boring, but this is how you get your new abilities and spells and all sorts. You earn some of them along the way, and you just you buy others with skulls.
Yeah, other than talking about what upgrades we grab between levels, we're probably not going to be spending a whole lot of time on the related screens. However, it is worth noting that at any time you can choose to get all of your skulls back and just totally respec your character at a moment's notice.
Which is a very good thing, because the first game didn't let you do that, and sometimes you went, wow, this was actually a really shit-ass upgrade.
Yeah, I know. But in this one, the upgrades are also more modular, and you can really see what kind of a thing might suit your playstyle, and you can also upgrade the traps and abilities a lot more than you could in the first game.
First game just
in this case, all I did was up the damage on my shotgun.
Whereas in the first game, if you upgraded something, it would generally be, oh, you know, you get just this. You don't get to choose what you want to put in there. It's fun, and they give out a lot more bonus skulls. They never really used to give them out in the first game.
I don't remember getting any bonus skulls in the first game. I think it was just the regular skulls.
Yeah, I think it was. Oh well, we will keep going, and we'll probably do a endless level again at about 3rd level, because it's a lot more amusing when we suck and die horribly at it, rather than doing well.
On the other hand, I'm kind of curious to see how hard we could do an endless level when we actually, beat the game or whatever and go back and play
we'll
one.
Do one
with full skills.
We'll go back and do one at the end to show just how much better we actually got from playing the game, but to start with, I think we should do one at the start to go, yes, we do suck this much.
Yeah.
Plus, turns out people weren't exactly grateful when I shut off the magic.
People weren't exactly...
I love that that's how he explains the first game. People weren't exactly, happy with the fact that I got rid of all of the magic that gave them wonderful, luxurious lifestyles.
I just love that he
figure.
actually calls it magic juice.
Did he? I missed that.
People weren't exactly happy when I turned off the magic juice.
Now it's time.
That makes it sound like the gravy train.
Well, really it was. I mean, they had this awesome life where there was just about no problems whatsoever. And then this random douchebag of a War Mage apprentice decides, hey, I'm going to just turn everything off.
Well, it's not like he didn't have a good reason.
He did have a very good reason, but still.
And namely that he was the only War Mage left in existence, and the orcs were kind of above and beyond what he was capable of.
But still, it's like people weren't exactly that happy with him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, a little explanation. The sorceress can actually use a couple of types for her wand. She can rapid fire, which is just spam the hell out of the button, but it doesn't do much damage. And it doesn't seem like you can get headshots anymore, so just firing away doesn't help much. You hold down and charge it though, and you get this big explosive burst, which is sort of like the grenade, but it doesn't take any mana. So I've got another thing that I can
Right there.
have over the War Mage here.
Glorious.
The explosion isn't quite as good though.
The blunderbuss, I will say that I might enjoy as much as the crossbow from the first game, just because once you actually learn to use it, it's an incredibly useful ability. But until you learn how to use it, it's terrible. One of our orcs got away. Oh, you already came down here to deal with it, so no one's up there. We need to communicate better. I think that's our major issue. We don't bother communicating. If we strategize just a little bit, we wouldn't suck nearly as badly as we do at this game.
We're so used to actually playing the first one where it is single player, because in order to prepare for this, we didn't actually play Orcs Must Die 2. We decided that we'd play...
That was actually half the appeal. We have no idea what we're doing. We thought that would be like a funny, wacky thing to bring to the table. A blind run. And then we actually tried to play it blind, and we were like, wow, we're idiots.
This should make my point.
It has been amusing, though.
I'm ready.
I'll have to admit. I had a lot more fun going into this with no clue than I would have if we both knew what we were doing and we were just kicking everything left around.
Hopefully it's good television, also.
Well...
Though I can't make promises on that front.
I try not to promise anything beyond me.
I like how we put all of the traps on that side.
Well, I've got traps further down, but they're further down. Because I figured that if they got that far, well, I could hit them with a big lot of hurt.
Oh, they're gonna get that far, like they are right
Yeah,
now.
well, they're about to get smacked by a spike wall and all sorts. Wow, this isn't even the endless level. This is just the normal level.
Yeah, the endless level from the original footage, which sadly was lost, but with the stuff was freaking ridiculous. Like there
At this
was
rate, they'll run out of
like
orcs.
80 people right here on like the second wave.
Well, one advantage is we learned there's some pretty cool little tricks like that roof trap, which
Yeah, I didn't even know that was. We didn't even know that was there until like we were 80% of the way through
we
the
were
level.
standing there going, "Oh my god, we're getting so hammered."
My collection.
There's too many of them, and then like he said something about like a ceiling trap. Like, oh, ceiling trap. Oh, that's what he was talking about. And he's like, I had no idea that was even there.
We both were just like, "What? But you just said no. You said it." It was sort of like probably the best way is what the old ogre mages from Warcraft 2 or Warcraft 3 as well. Neither of us exactly knew what was going on, but it was hilariously incompetent.
I think I enjoy the rocket launcher now. Oh man, it's a homing weapon? That's unfortunate. I can't shoot the guy in the second row. It always aims for like the closest guy.
I didn't know that it was...
Homing weapons are actually really irritating when you're a good shot. It's like, no, I was trying to shoot the guy behind him. Game.
Speaking of the reason why he's got a blunderbuss, in the first game you actually had a... it was like a magical crossbow. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but it was hurting.
Yeah, you can get it back in this game, and it's arguably the better weapon, but the blunderbuss is fun because it has a knockback effect, and you can cause bleed damage with the right upgrades.
But quite a enjoyable aspect of the first game of this game was that they acknowledged that yes, the magic was gone, so he didn't start with his blasty crossbow of doom. He had to use a blunderbuss.
Step into my sprinklers, little orcs. Off we
Some
go.
of these lines sound disturbing if you put them the right or wrong way as well.
If you say them right, or maybe wrong, depending on how you choose to look at things,
I mean,
yeah.
I'll put it this way, you don't want to look at it if you're in a D mindset. People who get that reference, congratulations. You have truly seen one of the horrors of the internet.
Down below.
One of the horrors
Seen
of the
what?
internet.
I'm not even sure I want to know what you're talking
Probably
about.
don't.
More death. More.
I don't really want to know what I'm talking about, but sadly there's just some things that it's like Pandora's box. Once it's opened, you can't get rid of it.
Commentary has definitely taken a step towards the quality after the last
I don't know.
time.
I mean, it's better quality, but it's a lot more lowbrow.
Well, I mean, it's not exactly hard to do better than we did last time, because like 90% of it was illegible, panicked mumbling about orcs. Orcs have gotten past our perimeter. You're going to die from
And
orc.
us laughing about how terribly late the announcement was. Yeah, 4 skulls.
4
Okay, we're gonna do
skulls!
an endless level, or...?
Okay, 5 bonus skulls, though. That's definitely a step in the right direction, game. We're going to do an
Yeah,
endless
let's do an
level in the
endless
next
level.
one? Okay, this is going to be the end
Yeah,
of the
this is
first
gonna be the
video,
end.
though.
So, just... that's us signing off for the first episode. I currently do have the old video up. That's going to be gone and replaced by this one, because naturally this one's actually the good copy.
Yeah.
So,
Plus we accidentally all of
Yeah.
the spoilers, so...
now,
which is a joke we can't explain without ruining the reason we're getting rid of the first video.
Our release schedule for this is going to be 1 a week, and that's going to suit pretty well, we think. I mean, we're going to go for 2 videos per, well, 2 levels per video if we can, and we'll see how we go from there.
Well, 1 or 2, depending on how long the level is and how badly we suck. However, we are basically recording these like raw or whatever. There's no rehearsal. There's no... I mean, most of the game are going to be playing blind even. So there's a good chance you're going to see us die on one of these, on one of the later levels, assuming we continue with this level of skill and coordination.
As we always do. And anyway, that's us for the first video. See ya.